Once upon a time in the bustling town of Dawuda, a wealthy businessman named Baba Mensah owned a successful company that dealt in trading agricultural produce. Baba Mensah was known for his wisdom, generosity, and knack for identifying talented people. Despite his wealth, he lived modestly and always valued hard work and honesty. One day, Baba Mensah called a meeting with all his employees in the large open courtyard of his warehouse. There were over 100 workers, including managers, clerks, drivers, and cleaners. Everyone wondered why they had been summoned. Baba Mensah stood in front of them, holding a bag filled with small pouches. After greeting them, he said, "My dear workers, today I want to test your patience, creativity, and dedication. Each of you will receive a seed from me. Your task is simple. Take this seed, plant it, and care for it. In 6 months, bring back whatever you have grown. The person who grows the best plant will receive a reward beyond their imagination." Excitement filled the air as Baba Mensah handed out the seeds. Among the employees was Kwesi, a young cleaner who had only worked in the company for a year. Kwesi lived humbly, using most of his earnings to care for his widowed mother. He eagerly took his seed, determined to make the most of the opportunity. Kwesi went home and found a small clay pot. He filled it with fertile soil from his backyard, planted the seed, and watered it daily. Weeks turned into months, but to his dismay, the seed did not sprout. Kwesi tried everything, adding fertilizer, changing the soil, and even praying. But the pot remained barren. As the 6 months drew to a close, Kwesi felt a wave of despair. "What will Baba Mensah think of me? Everyone else will have beautiful plants, and I have nothing to show," he thought. But his mother encouraged him, saying, "Kwesi, you did your best. Be honest and take the pot to Baba Mensah. It's better to fail with honesty than to succeed with deceit." On the appointed day, the employees gathered once again, each holding a pot filled with lush plants. Some had tall trees, others had vibrant flowers, and a few even had fruit-bearing plants. Kwesi stood at the back, clutching his empty pot. Feeling ashamed, Baba Mensah inspected each pot with a serious expression, nodding occasionally. Finally, he reached Kwesi and asked, "Young man, why is your pot empty?" Kwesi bowed his head and replied, "Sir, I did everything I could to make the seed grow, but it did not sprout. I am sorry for disappointing you." Baba Mensah smiled and raised his hand to quiet the murmurs of the crowd. Then he said, "Everyone, listen carefully. The seeds I gave you were boiled and could not grow. It was impossible for any of them to sprout. Many of you, seeing no results, replaced the seed with another and grew these plants. But this young man, Kwesi, was honest and brought back the empty pot. He showed integrity, patience, and courage to admit the truth." The crowd fell silent as Baba Mensah continued, "Kwesi, you have passed the test. You are the kind of person I want in my company, someone who values honesty over appearances. From today, you will no longer be a cleaner. I am promoting you to a manager, and you will work closely with me. You will also receive a financial reward to help you and your family." Tears filled Kwesi's eyes as he thanked Baba Mensah. The other employees applauded, realizing the valuable lesson they had learned that day. From that moment on, Baba Mensah's company grew even more successful. not just because of its business practices, but because it was built on a foundation of honesty, integrity, and trust. Moral of the story: honesty and integrity are more valuable than any material reward. True success comes to those who remain truthful, even when the truth is difficult to admit.